I think we're live. We're live, everyone. Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful September 13th, 2024. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, afternoon, midnight, wherever you're on the world. I'm starting to have a great day myself, and we are joined by Real Texan. Hello there, good sir.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. There's a lot to talk about. The whole point of this stream is to discuss the current state of the presidential race, how the polls are looking, and talk about 538 because you can't make this up. You really can't. So there's a lot to get to today, but first, before we continue, I hope you enjoy these type of streams. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Again, folks, all support is greatly appreciated. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, the best way is to send super chats via the chat. Again, I'll read through as much chat as possible, but usually super chat's the best way to get your questions answered. Again, I'll read through as much chat as possible. And, yeah, alright, there's a lot to get to today. The Eternal polls got leaked again. We have some garbage public polls, 538 pulling their same shit. There's a lot of drama in Florida. What do we even start with today? There's a lot to get to.
Well, I guess the briefest subject we can probably get into is Anna Paulina Luna's statement.
These people, I can't believe that this is a story, but for those that don't know, Anna Paulina Luna, the congresswoman from, is it Florida 3rd?
13th.
13th, yeah. Well, she made a statement today, and everyone's losing their minds. Now, let me just read what she said. I think it's a states' rights issue. She said in a brief interview with Playbook on Capitol Hill in Washington on Thursday. I don't think that question of policy should be placed on the ballot. I think there's some things that are up for debate within the medical community alone. Press again, she said, the Supreme Court said as a federal legislator that my opinion on the matter doesn't really matter. So somehow this is a big controversy, I guess.
Look, yes, the district's gonna move right, but it is still somewhat of a battleground district. Democrats are pouring a lot of money into it. It is still a very pro-choice district. The abortion referendum, I forget what yes or no is supposed to mean, but either way, they're going to basically that district's going to vote to enshrine abortion in Florida's constitution.
Well, probably
this is Pinellas County, not St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg itself is in a different district, I believe, but this is like Clearwater, Largo, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, so for some reason, this is somehow going to flip the district. I don't get why this is a big story, but a lot of people are making a big deal like, oh, this is the end of Anna Paulina Luna. It's over for her.
Luna's a liberal.
Yeah.
And basically and all that.
K-Cub for 5. Rap, don't know how much you follow baseball, but the Milwaukee Brewers ballpark pup Hank passed away yesterday. Rest in peace to the good boy. Yeah, I saw that. That sucks. But he was like 10 years old, so yeah. The referendum is going to fail because it needs 60%. Yeah, it's going to fail, but like in this district, it probably gets a majority, more than likely.
It's the referendum is going to get a majority. It's not. I probably won't get 60, but it's going to get a majority.
Yeah, it's going to get a majority, but we just got to see. American Nerd for 5. Rap, what was APL talking about abortion in that statement? Because if so, she's right. It's up to the states. Yeah, she's talking about abortion, but some people are saying, oh, she's liberal on the issue. It's like, no. She's right. She literally says it's not up to her. It's up to the people. Yeah, people are making a big deal about this. I really don't get why. Like, is this really going to change anyone's minds? Like, honestly, is anyone going to say, oh, yeah, you know what? I was going to vote for Luna beforehand, but I'm gonna vote for the Democrat now because of this.
The Simps are already supporting Whitney Fox. They already have been.
Yeah, I know.
Which, by the way, that's the Democrat running against her, by the way.
See, it's one of those things where I don't get it. I really don't get, like, why people are making a big deal about this. To me, this just screams a nothing burger. Nothing ever happens. That is very true.
Oh, yeah, what else was there? Oh, yeah, Trump had a rally in Tucson, and...
I didn't really watch it, but I know he proposed banning taxes on overtime, which I agree with.
Which Harris will steal him.
Oh, yeah. Give it a day.
I don't know when her next rally is, but she'll steal it.
Give it a day.
By the way, speaking of which, he held at the Linda Ronstadt Music Hall in Tucson. Linda Ronstadt, very famous singer from the 1970s, 80s, etc. She basically got triggered all over this. So
Yeah, these people are deranged. But yeah, the whole thing with the no taxes on overtime, I think that's another smart move because that applies to anyone that works. Like if you work overtime, well, you should probably get that money tax free. That's a big deal. I agree with Trump on that. But the question is, how long before Harris steals it? Like you said, like how long before she says we need to ban taxes on tip or overtime?
let me check her event schedule.
I'm curious.
She don't even have an event page. What the fuck? I'll find it.
Uh,
I'll
Coming from a workaholic family, that's a great plank. Yeah, I think it's great policy. I think it's common sense. Like, if you work more than 40 hours a week, you work overtime, should you really pay taxes on that money? I don't think so. I think that's money that you earned, like with overtime. That should be your money to keep. Just my opinion. Just my take. I don't know. We just got to see what happens. One of Trump's missed opportunities at the debate wasn't calling out Harris for stealing no taxes on tips. The problem is, like, I rewatched the debate, and Harris refused to answer any questions. And on top of that, the moderators didn't ask a single question that was worthwhile. They didn't. They asked, like, one question about the economy, and that's it. Didn't even ask anything about inflation, nothing about China, nothing about anything. It was literally just, Trump, you have 2 seconds to respond, and that's it.
Okay, looks like Kamala Harris doesn't even have any future rallies planned.
Wait, what?
I can't even find anything about any future events.
Wait, so
She's probably got them coming up, but I don't know when.
So you're telling me her website doesn't even have events?
No, she doesn't have an event page.
What? So you're telling me? Okay, wait a minute here.
It might be on Facebook or something. Let me find it.
But you're telling me that on her campaign website, she doesn't even have a events page?
No.
So how the hell are people signing up for it?
They're probably on Facebook, and even then, I'm checking Facebook. She has the past events listed, but no future events.
Well, that just kind of confirms the idea that they're just busing people from like Boston to New Hampshire, for example.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's just like that's insane. But Mitchell for 5. Did you see the new Minnesota poll? She went down again. Yeah. So there was a pollster. I don't know the name of it. Let me find it.
Okay, never mind. I think I found the event page. All right.
Let me find the Minnesota poll.
I don't think it's.
So, is there anything upcoming for her?
I don't think they even list rallies. They just list like volunteer events. But you have to put in your zip code and your location.
Okay.
So it doesn't even show general rally events.
Let me pull this up. Yeah, okay, so I found the Minnesota poll people were bringing up. So this poll, I don't know this pollster, in bold. I have no clue who these guys are. But post-debate, it's Trump plus, or Harris plus 4 in Minnesota. Not a misquote, not Michigan, not Wisconsin, Minnesota. This is now, what is this, the 3rd poll that shows a race within 5 in the state?
So Minnesota, yeah, Harris plus 4 Minnesota, that's plausible. That actually is very plausible. I think she will. She'll probably, and I think she probably does win Minnesota by 4.
Which, if that's the case, what do you think's happening in Wisconsin?
Oh, Trump's winning Wisconsin with that.
Yeah, and now we got the Iowa poll finally coming out.
Oh yeah, we had another poll actually, pretty much just right now. Mitchell Research, Michigan's tied.
Wait, Mitchell Research has that?
Mitchell Research, Michigan is tied.
That's like
Harris
plus 5.
And Harris plus 1 with the full ballot. RFK is getting 2%. It does show Harris winning the debates. Harris 56, Trump 29, Nider at 15.
But that's not really a win if you're only up by a point at most. Is that really a win?
There's probably people that are saying that Harris won the debate, but they're still voting Trump.
Well, exactly. Fox News actually tracked this. They tracked the independents during the debates, and they found that the independents were agreeing with Republicans more often than Democrats, like how they were reacting to the debate. American Nerd for 2, Rap, you willingly rewatch the debate. Why? I wanted to see, like I wanted to rewatch it, like, without chat and, like, without the stress of streaming to figure out, like, okay, who actually won. And I think it still was a draw, but Trump did better in a second watch. Lord Rhino for 2, Harris, North Carolina rally had people from Atlanta. Yeah, they exposed this. I believe they said that where was the rally in North Carolina?
I think there were two of them, one in Greensboro and one in Charlotte.
Yeah, so they exposed the fact that I believe it was like 75% of the crowd was from Atlanta or something crazy like that.
I think the Harris campaign literally posted a video and then deleted it, showing a bunch of buses.
Yeah. Well, no, they actually had like GPS tracking like of the phones and stuff, and they found that like 75% of them were from Atlanta. So,
Yeah.
which is just that North Carolina stuff's bullshit. That hype is not real. I refuse to
Apparently,
accept
I
that.
think Harris is about to take the lead on RCP in North Carolina.
I swear. Here we go again with that crap. Okay, people are saying, look at what was Mitchell Research's prior poll, I wonder. Mitchell Research.
There's also more news out of Springfield. Apparently, now schools are being evacuated.
Oh God. Can we
Yeah, so it
not?
looks like they're starting to bring in the whole, I guess,
Oh,
threats and such.
the racists. The racists are calling the schools and stuff. I don't know. But all right, let me pull up the Mitchell poll. President 2024. Gotta find this. Okay.
By the way, did you see the Indiana polls? I think it was like
Oh
Trump plus
God, we'll
10,
get to
but
that soon.
it was from a Democrat internal, and I
We'll
think
get to that
they had,
soon.
they had a governor's race basically a tie.
Okay, I finally got the Mitchell poll up. What the hell? That was weird. But yeah, so right now the current poll in Michigan is a tied race. And if I'm not mistaken, this same pollster back in 2020, I believe they had Trump down by 5 or 6. I could be wrong, but can someone fact check me on that? Like,
I have no idea, but
someone find like the Mitchell Research poll from 2020. I thought they had like Harris plus 6. K Cup for 5. Trump had his Reagan versus Mondale when he said, I was going to send her a MAGA hat, then would have made a live audience laugh. Even Harris chuckled at it. Well, yeah, that's the thing. If there was a live audience, I think Trump would have won. Like, people would have thought that Trump won. But they didn't have it. Karen Ramon for 2. Can you talk about Laura Loomer fallout? Oh, God. Do we really have to talk about that?
I guess so. That's apparently now a whole debacle within the GOP itself.
Oh, my God. I warn people, do not trust her. Do not
Okay,
trust her at all.
Mitchell Research's final poll in Michigan was Biden plus 7.
And right now they have it tied.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
RCP average in Michigan was Biden plus 4, and he won it by 2.8.
Yeah, so that Mitchell Research having a Harris tied, that's not good for her whatsoever. Like I said, it was like Harris plus 6 or Biden plus 6. But all right, the Laura Loomer stuff, if I'm being honest, I don't know the full details. I know a little bit.
Well, basically, it all stemmed out from a massive Twitter fight between Loomer and MTG.
Two retards fighting. What?
Yeah, that's basically it. I think MTG, I think Loomer was basically saying racist stuff about Indians, and then MTG basically came to like defend Indians, and then
Wait, what did she say?
I don't know. I don't know what the whole fight was. I have Loomer muted. I don't really.
Well, I'm blocked by her, so I have no. Like, she blocked me for no reason. To this day, I still don't know why she blocked me, but she did.
Who
I
blocked
believe
you?
she's a schizophrenic.
We're talking about Loomer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, welcome, aliens. Welcome to the stream, good sir.
Hey, good morning, fellas.
Basically, MTG called Loomer a racist, and then Loomer hit back at her or something. I don't know.
So you're telling me that she... Why was she talking about Indians? What?
I'm guessing because of Harris.
Oh, God. So, yeah,
Laura I
was a
think.
schizophrenic.
Okay, I found the original Loomer tweet. I can't read it because YouTube, but
Can you send me what it says?
yeah, it's from AF Post. But I'll
It'll work.
just get. I guess this is kind of like the initial stuff.
Oh, God. Oh my, bro, what? She actually said, okay, I can't show that on stream, I'm sorry. I cannot show that on stream, that's bad.
Oh, you found the Loomer tweet about Indians?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that's unfreaking believable. Again, like I said, do not trust that lady. She had like one correct like story ever. She had one like source that was correct once, and that's it. That's
I mean,
unfreaking believable.
she was pretty funny back when we were still campaigning against Rob.
Okay, I'll give you that. But like outside of that, though, she's a schizophrenic, and I
Which,
can't show that in stream
by the
because of
way,
YouTube.
if Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't run for Senate, I think we know where Loomer's running next.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. She's gonna run for that House seat.
She's gonna carve it back to Georgia and run there.
Oh God, who would like? I think everyone just loses in that race. If it's Loomer versus Taylor Greene, can you imagine that? Loomer versus Taylor Greene.
Now, if Marjorie Taylor Greene runs for Senate against Brian Kemp, then we'll see what Loomer does. She probably just recruits like a protege or something and run there.
I think Kemp's gonna win that primary easily.
Oh, obviously, but although Greene would probably get Trump's endorsement.
Probably. Well, Trump, he may make a deal with Kemp and say, "Look, I'm not gonna back anyone." Trump needs to stop trusting these grifting and these crazy people. Well, that's a big problem with Trump, I think, right now. It's better than it was in 2020, but he replaced the establishment hacks with like some of the crazies within the party. That just, I don't want to act like, I don't want to sound like them. It's true.
I have a feeling that Loomer is probably going to be in the administration.
That, I don't want that. Again, I want someone like RFK, Tulsi Gabbard, those people, you know. I could deal with them. I cannot deal with Laura Loomer in the administration. She's a nutcase. And again, that's all Trump did. That's his biggest problem right now. He replaced the establishment hacks with the schizophrenics. I'm sorry, but it's true. Am I wrong? I mean, he surrounded himself with Laura Loomer and like Taylor Greene. I don't want to sound.
I wouldn't necessarily say he's surrounding himself with them. I think he's been running a pretty good campaign so far.
Oh no, I'm not.
I think it's just that, like, you know, they could be like supporters of him, and he could like say, "Oh yeah, okay, whatever." But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's like a product of like those specific people surrounding him. I feel like he has a lot more, like, just like more level-headed people in his favor.
American Nerd for 3, Rap, thoughts on the memes about Springfield. Yeah, it turns out that people said that was going to backfire against Trump. I don't think it did.
I think, well, the way I see it is basically, as the story progresses, we'll just kind of see how it goes from here. Basically, if it's undeniably proven true that this is happening, that is going to help.
Well, we gotta be careful because YouTube, again, we gotta be careful with YouTube because they actually,
this is all alleged. This is all alleged. But if it's proven true, I think it helps Moreno big time. If it is undeniably proven false, that will hurt basically every Republican.
I think Vance is actually spinning it pretty good. He's saying, like, you know, the whole, you know, what story. I can't say on YouTube. We gotta be careful. But
yeah, because I think YouTube's basically saying that you say it's false or we're taking it down.
That's happened with one of my streams.
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, so I'm trying to be careful, but effectively, I think the whole
I think just call it a conspiracy theory, basically, for right now.
But you gotta be very careful because, like, it's undeniable that housing has gone up. It's undeniable that, you know, insurance has gone up. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. But there's still questions about how deep it goes. Like, how bad is it really? Again, I can't really say it here, but because YouTube, which that's stupid, but that's YouTube in a nutshell.
We love YouTube here, by the way. We love YouTube.
Yeah, surely. Laura Loomer won't change any votes. She's just a personal friend of Trump. Yeah, but she's advising him, I think.
What makes you think that?
Well, she was on the plane with Trump in the debate. So
that doesn't really say much. I feel like a lot of people play with Trump.
I know, but, like, you know, it's one of those things where, especially at the debates, I don't know.
I thought he did pretty good.
What else we talk about? So there was a big live stream last night with Mr. Beats and Alan Lichtman and his son.
Oh God!
Oh yeah,
they were. So yeah, I showed you all. Well, it was a different model. Lichtman basically reiterated his prediction. Which, by the way, his prediction right now is like 9 true for Harris, which also includes the foreign policy success.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's exactly. That's his official prediction. His official prediction is
foreign policy success is true now.
Wait, what success? What success?
That's because Biden is basically keeping Russia from invading Poland.
not even a month ago, he was saying that key is false because of no ceasefire. That's what he said. What?
Well, that's what he's saying for false. That's what he said. Well, that's what he's saying for failure, military failure. He has military failure as false because of no ceasefire. He has military success as true because Biden and NATO are keeping
What
Russia
a
from
pile
invading
of crap.
Poland.
Oh, yeah. But how many people died from that war?
Yeah, millions, but apparently that doesn't matter
Yeah,
because
that
because the
doesn't
Russians
matter. It's a
because the
success.
Russians deserve
What
it.
a pile of crap. And remember, he said I think he said
What's
2004. Yeah, I remember this. In 2004, he said the Bush's foreign policy was a disaster. I remember that. Even though his approval numbers on that was like 80% because of the war in Iraq and stuff.
Well, obviously, would eventually become a disaster.
Yeah, would
but...
eventually become a disaster, but at that time, people were like, "This is a success."
I think the approval of the war was definitely starting to dip, but I
A
think
little bit,
it
but
was still popular enough for Bush to win, and I think the Osama video
yeah,
basically
that would
was like that basically gave him the election.
So
That
back
basically
to
made everybody a war hawk.
that Mr. Beat model thing that used like the misery index and the GDP per capita increasing. That would have also favored Trump. That would have favored Biden if he were still in the race. So just putting that out there.
And not only that, but with the misery index, it's not a bad metric. Like, it's one of those objective things where it can be good, but the problem is if the government's lying about the statistics, you can't use it. And we all know that.
And I mean, it's certainly possible Harris wins. I'm not denying that.
I'm not denying that either, but
I mean, it's probably like 55-45 or 60-40, something around that range, but that Trump wins, not Harris wins. But even then, you can't exactly write it off because obviously people do fall for bullshit pretty easily.
Kyle Beckman for 10. Did you mention the possible ABC whistleblower that Kamala was given the questions ahead of the debate? A promise moderators would only fact check Trump. So I cannot confirm. I did tweet about this. I cannot confirm if it's real or not, but there's apparently an affidavit out there. I'm not confirming this. YouTube, I'm not saying this is real. But apparently
it's a conspiracy theory, YouTube. It's a conspiracy theory.
Apparently there's a whistleblower out there that's going to expose the ABC. We gotta see what happens. But apparently it's
also going back to Lichtman, there's the whole short-term economy thing. And again, it's...
What a pile of crap.
He's basically doing a 180 from like his 1990s views.
Exactly. In the 1990s, you could look this up. He said, while the technically speaking, the economy wasn't in a recession, this is word for word what he said. The perception of the economy was bad.
And then later on, he switched the model to be where perception doesn't matter.
Unbelievable.
And of course, yeah, the government is making sure that we're not in a recession in order for Harris to win.
I guarantee a second that no matter who wins the election, the millisecond it's done, they're gonna say, actually, we revised the numbers down by we have no jobs.
If Trump wins, or if it looks increasingly likely that he will win, they'll probably call a recession.
Yeah. And they're
like if he's the overall favorite before election day, they'll probably call a recession right before election day.
Yeah, and blame it on him. American Nerd for 10. Kellen Coolidge Project posted a video last night of a Dem talking with a report on Trump's assassination attempt, saying the American people would be shocked, astonished, and appalled by the Secret Service thoughts. I did see that. I think it was
Richard Blumenthal.
Yeah. If he's saying it's bad, oh God, how bad was it?
Yeah, that's like one of the few Democrats that doesn't think it was, well, you know what?
What? Did you guys see that Hillary Clinton's 2008 primary campaign's chief strategist said there needs to be an investigation into the ABC debate?
Oh, hey, Tyrone. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I literally just woke up like half an hour ago.
So, again, we can't confirm. I cannot say anything, but apparently people are saying there needs an investigation. I don't know. But
YouTube ramping up censorship before the elections. So
that's unfreaking believable.
We can't say anything about Springfield.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
We can't say anything about Springfield unless we basically say that it's alleged or it's false.
Well, if you're careful and say like, hey, it's just a fact that how has it gone up? That's a fact. So, all right.
You can't mention the pets and
Alex
stuff.
Ledbetter for 2. Thoughts on Nicole Shanahan embracing MAGA. I think there's a lot of people realizing that they may disagree with Trump on a lot of stuff, but at least he's gonna actually protect like freedom of speech and stuff like that. So
Yeah. So, I mean, what chances would y'all still give Trump right now?
and that's
For
kind of
the
the whole point of the
election?
stream. I think he's still the favorite. I think
75.
I think I think it's 60% right now, but I think right now the Democrat Party, they're starting to realize they have a big problem, and they don't want to admit it. But look at this. This is from, I believe,
Oh yeah, they're literally saying that Pennsylvania's looking rough.
yeah, right here. Pennsylvania looks rough, though very possible. And they basically admit that Arizona's gone for them too.
I think they're basically saying that they have a better chance of winning North Carolina than Pennsylvania and Arizona.
At that point, you're done. That's
If the Seltzer poll comes in and it's like Trump plus 13 or higher, then I'm gonna bump Trump up to like a 90% chance of
Yeah, 'cause
winning.
at that
Oh yeah,
point,
Seltzer
Scott's
apparently
done.
is supposed to release the poll on Sunday. I don't think it's Trump plus 19. I think that one was
If
thrown
it's
out.
Trump plus like 19, I'm gonna laugh.
I think the 19 poll was thrown out because they thought it was too
Yeah,
Trump favorable. So
what I think happened was they started to do the poll and they realized, oh god, this is a disaster.
I think they just threw it out and they're waiting for a new one. So this one's probably going to be closer to like Trump plus 10.
Which still, it's not good for Harris because what do you think that means in Wisconsin, for example?
If it's Trump plus 10 in Iowa, it's probably like Trump plus 2 in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, still would be a swing state. I think Trump plus 19 would have basically been like Trump plus 10 in Wisconsin, which is probably why they threw it out, because they were like, yeah, that's way too favorable for Trump.
Yeah, if
I think it's going to be Trump plus 13. That's really where I think it's going to be.
I think I don't think it's be Harris plus 20, but like it's be Harris plus like 15 or something.
Harris plus 15
or
where?
Trump plus 15, I should say. Excuse me.
Okay. Yeah.
K Cub for 2. Harris, Joe doesn't like or hate me. Joe, where's Trump at? I saw that. Listen, if I'm Biden, like, what do you have to lose at this point? You have anything to lose?
I mean, at this point, he basically has free reign to do whatever the hell he wants.
Listen, if I'm Joe, hey, you know your son's be thrown in jail if Harris wins. Let's be real. If that happens, they're gonna go after him. But just make a deal with Trump and just expose what happened with the 25th Amendment, and then like make a deal and say, hey, get a pardon, and we're done.
I still find it funny that Biden won't pardon Hunter, but Trump might actually do it.
Make a deal. What? Honestly, if you're at Biden, what do you have to lose? You're not going to be the president in 3 months, and they can throw you out now, but that's just be a terrible look on them. Because that's just going to make people think, oh, wait a minute, they could have done this a while ago, but they didn't.
I gotta go, guys.
All right, adios.
By the way, guys, look at Biden with the firefighters in Pennsylvania versus whatever the fuck Harris is doing, and you look at that and know why Biden won Pennsylvania.
Yeah, like again, part of it's an act, but at least you can understand that he kind of understands these people a little bit.
It's an act, but again, he's lived in the region his entire life.
Yeah.
He's in that region in the Senate for 30 years.
So he knows how people act.
Actually, and then basically, I mean, he was basically Pennsylvania's third senator. I think that's what they call him.
Yeah, basically.
In fact, honestly, if it weren't for Trump, like if Republicans nominated anybody else but Trump in 2020, Biden would have basically wiped the floor with anybody in Pennsylvania.
It's one of those things where it's like, Joe was at least the last Democrat that could kind of appeal to these people, but now it's like, do people think Harris is going to appeal to these people?
I mean, he definitely doesn't really represent them anymore, but in 2020 and, obviously way before that, he did.
All right, Mike for 5. This has felt like the longest election ever. When will this hell be over? Right now, I give T-Man a 66% chance of win. Scary it's that close. Yeah, this is a very long election. It feels like it's been like 5 years. It's like a 5-year-long campaign. It does feel like that. But I do think we are in October, or September. We are what? 8 weeks away from the election?
Something like that. I'm ready for November, honestly.
This is going to be... Yeah, we're in the final stretch. I mean, it's kind of...
These next few weeks are going to be fucking crazy. I mean, you have all the Springfield stuff. You've got, Biden being Biden. Jimmy Carter Jimmy Carter's not going to influence anything. But
yeah, I know, but he could reach 100 years old.
Well, possibly. I think it's 18 days away, but honestly, he's
Bro,
probably
how long has he been hospice care for? He is holding the
uh
line.
year and a half,
How?
almost 2 years now.
Like, how?
Grits. It's probably whatever's in his grits.
Yeah, I just love the fact that he's been 100 years old and he was in hospice care for all this time. I don't get how that's even possible, but
I've got a bad feeling he's gonna die like right before,
that would suck.
like literally the D date before.
If that
just-
happens, oof.
I mean, it happened to Betty White, so
Let's see here. 2020 it will likely be Vance versus Whitmer. I don't think so. American Nerd for 2. I thought Biden was from Delaware, not Pennsylvania. No, he's from Scranton. The whole Scranton Joe crap.
he was born in Scranton and then basically raised his entire life in Delaware.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, Northern Delaware, Wilmington, that's still in the Philadelphia area. So.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. We got breaking news in this Mitchell poll. From Michigan. Harris has a big problem.
More voters switched from Harris to Trump after the debate.
Wow.
So, yeah, 90% no switch. Yeah, no shit. 3% to Harris, 5% to Trump. And 2% are unsure.
So in other words, Trump gained more from the debate. So this is what this poll is suggesting, which is probably the case. They believe Trump won the debate, or Harris won the debate, but they're breaking for Trump. Because, and Fox News did a whole study on this, they tracked independents throughout the entire debate. They were breaking for Trump. They were. They
probably thought that, I think on vibes, like overall, Harris won, but Trump won on policy.
Yeah, people were like, okay, we can't, Harris answer no questions. How can you...
Which in a way, I mean, I guess it could be like the 1960 debate.
Maybe.
In a nutshell, basically. Also, yeah, full ballot. Oh, Stein's at 1%. I don't know about
and
that.
RFK's at 2. I don't believe that. But
well, I mean, RFK is on the ballot.
I know, but I don't think he's in 2%.
It's final. Yeah, probably. You could probably swap those numbers, honestly, but
yeah, you could.
I think when push comes to shove, some of the progressives will probably just vote for Harris because they're worried about a Trump win.
All right, Ben Cynics for 2. Georgia Peanuts could keep you going for a long time. Mike for 2. Nah, 2028 is Vance versus Newsom. I don't know yet.
Oh, and by the way, going back to Michigan, did y'all hear, I think some Muslim organization endorsed Jill Stein?
Yeah, they're back at Stein now.
Yeah, I mean, again, a lot of these Muslims have basically become single issue voters for Palestine.
Yeah, that's not, and people forget that even in Wisconsin, there's a decent sized Muslim community. It's like 1% or something, but that's the difference between a Trump and Biden victory back in 2020. So, I mean... Yeah,
and Harris definitely is probably better on this issue since, Biden was kind of the face of it, but now that he's out of the picture, it basically gives... You do get a little more support for Harris. Now, to some people, she's still involved with it. She's still kind of the face of it. But that's probably much smaller than it was before.
All right. Events that in any other presidential race would change the entire election are happening every few weeks. Every single week for months has been a decade's happened week. Yeah, this election has been chaotic. Every single week it's been just something crazy. Is this the most chaotic election in history?
Probably so. I want to see how long Mr. Beats 2024 election video is going to be because he does that series every election. I mean, he's done videos on every single election since 1789.
He was a hack. He was actually kind of decent.
But... Well, yeah, he did that whole series basically from 1789 to 2016 because he basically covered every single election leading up to 2016, and then he did the videos after that. Of course, he only does them after the election, but obviously that's...
Let's see here. 2020 and 2016 had chaos too. Yeah, but this is just a whole different animal. Like someone said in chat, it's every day at this point. It's like we have news every day, breaking news. RFK backs Trump. Breaking news. Trump got shot. It just every day at this point. It's very crazy. Very crazy.
I think you were supposed to say Trump got S-worded because YouTube.
Well, anyways. Yeah. Let's see. Pennsylvania's probably a 4+ or 5+ win for Trump. I won't go that far, but the fact that CNN's
Michigan's probably like a point win for Trump at most,
Yeah.
but it's probably like a point win for either candidate at most. So it's basically 50-50.
Yeah, so the whole but I think CNN at this point, if they're admitting that Harris is looking bad in Pennsylvania, I think they realize that we could be in trouble here. So what's her Hail Mary then? Is that North Carolina?
Her Hail Mary overall is probably just
It's North
like a
Carolina.
well, I guess, but I guess also like a massive scandal regarding Trump, or
But
probably something regarding Springfield or something else. I don't know what. Maybe a ceasefire actually happens.
not gonna happen.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know what the hell.
All right, DB for 2. Polls are showing Harris up in Wisconsin by 6. Ignore Wisconsin polling. That's all I can really say. Wisconsin polling is bad. That's all you need to know.
Actually, I just realized my recession comments. That mine were whatever I said about the recession, like calling it when Trump is like the overwhelming favorite. I think that kind of makes no sense because then Harris would probably do even worse in an election.
Well, no, like I said, I think no matter who wins, they're gonna say we're in recession.
Maybe I think, or they probably just call it like right when Trump takes office, or
Yeah.
the day after Trump takes office. Because obviously Trump's going to do all of his executive orders right when he enters office, so they'll just say that it was his fault that we're in a recession.
Yeah, it's gonna happen like that. They're gonna spin it as a Trump recession. But if Harris wins, they're gonna say, we are in a recession, but it's Trump's fault that Harris is saving us. That's what they're gonna do. Because at some point, the dam's gonna break. You can't. At this point, how can they hold on?
It's the Trump economy. It's the Trump economy, and then when
Yep.
the economy's doing well, it's the Harris economy.
It's the Harris economy.
It's like what people said when the economy was doing good under Trump. They called it the Obama economy.
All right, Alex Maddox for 2. I just don't get why Harris thinks North Carolina's in play, because it's kind of their Hail Mary. If they're
there's a lot of black voters. There's a large college vote block there. Bunch of colleges and universities in North Carolina.
And realistically, that's their Hail Mary.
Actually, I think there was some data from like Appalachian State University in Boone, where like there was a massive amount of like Democrat registration there. That they like ran out of papers or something. I don't know. I mean, some probably are going to allude it to Taylor Swift, but
even then, the Taylor Swift stuff I don't think changes much.
I mean, there definitely, I think, was probably a registration and enthusiasm boost, but I don't think it's gonna matter much.
North Carolina's literally shifted right, and the thing is, like, yeah, you look at voter registration. I know that's one thing, but look even at early voting. Democrats are doing, and not just Democrats, black voters in particular, they're not voting, especially compared to 2020.
Here, let me send the Appalachian University tweets.
But yeah, I think Trump's gonna win North Carolina, not by 10 or whatever, but I still think he wins by 2 to 3 at the bare minimum. I think this hype's bullshit. North Carolina is one of those states where
he's only winning by 2
very bad.
But I mean, if he's only winning by 2 to 3, then R.I.P. Mark Robinson. But
you gotta see.
So I sent a tweet here. How much do you buy it?
Oh, that's from them. Yeah, I don't believe that. Here's what when they say stuff like that, usually that means they have like 5 pieces of paper. And they say, we ran out. Like, congratulations.
I don't know. Okay. Oh yeah, we had 100 sheets and then a bunch of 100, whatever. I don't care.
And that's what they do. It's like when they they drop like a new a new product for anything. They just they make like a small quantity of it and they say, see, we sold out. Buy yours today. But
Taylor Swift endorses Kamala Harris. Come register right now. Or stuff. I don't know.
It's a cope. It is a cope by Democrats. Between Mecklenburg and Cabarrus County, you still have less left trends than Gwinnett County in Georgia. Well, it's the thing. It's like Democrats have places to gain in North Carolina, but at the same time, Republicans. People are forgetting that a large chunk of the state's going to swing Democrat or Republican, I should say. It's going to. Now, does that mean it's going to make the state R+30? No, but
I think there's a chance Cabarrus County. I mean, some people are probably saying Cabarrus County is going to go to Josh Stein.
I don't know, but like someone brought up in chat,
that's where Concord is, by the way.
How much of the black vote did Trump win in North Carolina back in 2020?
I have no idea. 10 or something. I don't know.
Can you look that up by any chance? I'm curious. Because,
I could find it.
yeah, Lord Rhino for 10. People think North Carolina is trending and will vote left because it isn't voting GOP by 20 like it did with Bush. Well, they've been saying this for 20 years now. But Mike for 5. Dems maxed out their turnout in 2020. North Carolina was red by 1.3%. I think it went to state by 2 to 4% this time around. I agree. 2 to 4.
All right, North Carolina. Let me see here.
I'm curious because
this is CNN exit poll, so take it with a grain of salt. But Trump, it says Trump's got 7% of blacks.
okay, and let's say Trump's getting okay, and most polls have Trump doubling his black support, right? That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's getting 14% of black, how can he lose North Carolina? I'm not saying it's going to get that, but let's say he gets 14%, he doubles his black support. How can you lose North Carolina at that point? I guess white college voters could swing Democrat, but at the same time, it's like there's still a bunch of like working class voters that are going to trend Republican. That's a problem. And that's why I think that the theory about North Carolina flipping, it's like, yeah, it could, I guess, but demographically speaking, Trump should do way better there compared to 2020. I don't know.
Trump probably has like a 70 to 80% chance of winning North Carolina.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, it's not a state I would take for granted, but it's definitely not a state that Harris is. Well, it's not a state that I would imagine Harris is going to win. I can't see it.
Also, early ballot requests for blacks is down by 11%, or down to 11%. 2022 is 14%, and 2020 is 7%. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, where the hell is this turnout surge coming from? If Democrats and black voters, if they're not voting at all, who's voting Harris then? Who? I'm being dead serious. Who's showing up then? It's predominantly white working class voters compared to 2020. Yeah, I don't see how Trump can lose North Carolina. I really don't. Is it possible? I guess, but man, you would have to have so much go against Trump for that to happen. I don't know. I really don't know. Trump needs to call for peace in the Middle East. Maybe. North Carolina is to the DNC what Minnesota is to us. Well, even then, it's like, Minnesota, no one's saying we're going to flip it. These people actually believe North Carolina is going to flip Republican, or Democrat, excuse me.
Speaking of North Carolina.
What happened now?
Poll.
What?
We had a poll.
Oh, God.
Qantas. Trump +2.
Not what I expected. Can you send it?
I did.
Okay. About what I expected.
Head-to-head, I'm pretty sure, but...
So Trump +2. Let me pull this up. Yeah, that's what I expected. Trump +2.
And that's from
I'm not late.
Hey, welcome, good sir.
Yeah, I was busy early this morning, but I hope I'm not too late.
No, we've been going for 45 minutes, but we're still going. But yeah, so we have new polls out of Michigan that show the race tied. Democratic internals have Harris getting crushed in Pennsylvania, and now North Carolina Trump +2. Neat.
Yeah, I don't know why Michigan. I mean, maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't really see Michigan like voting to the right of North Carolina. Like, even if Trump is actually losing North Carolina, he's losing Michigan.
No, he's up. No, Trump's up by 2.
I know, but if he actually somehow loses North Carolina, he's losing Michigan by at least 4 or 5.
Well, that's what people miss. So yeah, how could Trump be tied in Michigan but down in North Carolina? Like, I know Michigan definitely has the Muslim vote, maybe impacting it a little bit more, but like even then, it's like, what about the black vote? That shifted Republican. And it's like, wouldn't you see that in North Carolina?
Muslims are like 2% of Michigan's population. It's completely overrated.
Yeah, it's still a factor, but it's not as big as some people think.
I mean, that's like saying like the Asian vote in North Carolina is going to swing the state heavily when it's like 5% of the population, and they all live in like the research triangle.
Alex Maddox for 2. What are the Dems journals in Pennsylvania showing? Well, like I said, CNN, they're vague about it, but they're saying Pennsylvania looks rough for Harris, and they basically admitted that they're done in Arizona. They said they have a better chance in North Carolina than Arizona. So, if they need to bank on North Carolina, they're done. They're done. Let's see. The exit polls in North Carolina was R+3. Yeah, people are making a big deal about R+4. Like, what they do? Who cares? Republicans have gained a lot of voters in North Carolina in recent years. So, yeah, it's going to be more Republican. I don't get why, like, these same people that complain about the, that New York Times poll, wasn't like R+1, the sample? I think it was R+1. And everyone lost their shit saying, oh, the electorate's going to be D+10 or whatever. What? In 2020, the best possible environment for Democrats is what? D+1? D+2? So how the hell can it be R+ or D+10? I don't get it. All right. Should we look at the 538 stuff? I wanted to bring this up since we're talking about the polls. Did you guys hear about this? Hello? Is my thing working?
Oh wait, 538. I have no. I don't.
Okay, so 530. Okay, I was making sure my thing worked. Okay, so 538 updated their pollster ratings. Take a guess what's number one. The best pollster in America, according to 538. The New York Times.
Oh, okay. I think that's actually what I was gonna guess. New York Times.
Number two, take a guess.
Emerson.
Nope. ABC News.
Back. ABC, okay.
3, Marquette. 4, YouGov.
So where's Quinnipiac?
No, 4th is YouGov. Monmouth is 5th. Marist is 6th. Oh my. Emerson's 10th. Okay, they actually got that. Seltzer & Co. is 12th.
Last. I'm guessing Trafalgar's last or something.
Quinnipiac is 17th.
17th? What the fuck?
Okay, let's scroll down here. Pew Research, one of the best pollsters out there, 40th. Gallup, the gold standard of polling, or it was, 44th. Let's keep going.
I think they pay for this shit because, like, I mean, I understand, like, I understand having Rasmussen last. Okay, I fully understand that.
They don't even have Rasmussen.
Okay, but I understand that too. But having, like, Pew Research 40th is absolutely asinine. Like, they're treating Pew Research as if it's Trafalgar. Like, what are you doing?
Let's see here. The worst pollster is McLaughlin. That's not a surprise.
Oh, by the way, I actually just found this out. Virginia starts early voting next Friday.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they have... Okay, Trafalgar's 279. Not a surprise. These assholes have them slowed down. But you know who's ahead of them? The listener group.
SoCal? Oh, the listener group.
Do you know who these guys are?
Yeah, that's Joe Walsh's.
Hold on, let me pull this up. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, let me see here.
That's the pro-democracy polling.
Yeah, let me get this. Listener group.
What is that? What did they have? Like Chris plus 20?
Let's look at some of these polls. Warnock plus 18.
But Warnock won, so that makes it accurate.
Warnock plus 18. Florida governorship, DeSantis plus 4. The week prior, it was Chris plus 7. Gates plus 2.
Gates plus 2.
Chris plus 6. Chris plus 1.
Didn't they have? I think they had like South Dakota's Senate race competitive.
They had Rebecca Jones winning over Matt Gaetz.
Did they rank SoCal by any chance?
No, I don't see them.
No, they probably would put them in like last place or something.
Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable. So you're telling me this is a better pollster than Trafalgar? Did they have any 2020 polls?
Oh yeah, because Trafalgar had a competitive Vermont Senate race, so therefore they're last place.
This pollster's schizophrenic. What the hell? Like, look at some of these pollsters they have. Like, let's see here. Let's keep going. Morning Console, okay, 107th. That's still too high, but American Nerd for 3. 538 is run by schizophrenics. Yeah, they are. This is ridiculous.
I know people dunk on Nate Silver, but without him, 538's gone to total shit.
538 sucks. Well, no, Nate Silver sucks too.
Silver's model is really weird because one moment he's like very bearish on or very bullish. yeah, he's very bullish on Harris, and then now he has Trump at like a 61% chance of winning, which even like we think that's probably too bullish. Like, let alone like the. So yeah, I don't really understand what's going on there, but he is a smart analyst. It's just some of his models are kind of schizophrenic.
Bro, this
I
is
still think
unbelievable. Quinnipiac is 17th. That's ranked over data for progress over frickin' what the hell? Remington?
I think
Gallup?
Pew Research should be like in the top 10. Pew Research, is pretty good. I will say this: New York Times, for all their faults, they are transparent.
Suck.
So they're at least transparent. I will give them that. But yeah, Pew Research is the gold standard, and if they show the popular vote tied, I think it's gonna be like within 2 points either way.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get the for those that don't know, ABC News. Remember this poll? Hold on, 2020. For those that don't understand how bad ABC is at polling, which by the way, according to 538, they're the second best pollster. By the way, 538 still owned by ABC. But okay, for those that don't know, ABC News. Here's our final polls back in 2020. Biden +7 in Pennsylvania. Okay? Get ready for this. What I consider to be the worst poll ever. Biden +17 in Wisconsin. Yeah.
Oh, Biden won Wisconsin, so that's more accurate.
They were off by 16 points. Biden +3 in North Carolina.
But Biden still won.
Their national poll in early October was Biden +12. Oh my gosh. What the hell? This is unbelievable. Yeah, so they have a conflict of interest. Yeah, exactly. This is just unbelievable that this is a top-rated pollster, but Trafalgar, and again, I'm not saying Trafalgar's perfect, but they're way better than Washington Post. That's a fact. Like, this is unbelievable. Like, what the hell? ABC's top 2. Yeah, ABC is the second best pollster. Marquette, oh god. What was Marquette's final poll? Let's see here. Oh yeah. Biden +5 in Wisconsin. Biden +10 nationally. Yeah, what a great pollster. Oh god. They have YouGov number 4. Final poll is Biden +10. What the hell? Unbelievable. I can't believe we're still dealing with this crap. How are they grading these pollsters? How?
I guess by if Biden won their state or not.
Like, that's such a shit metric. Actually, I heard someone say that. They said they would rather have a poll be off by 16 points, but if they predict the winner correctly, than a pollster being off by a point. That's what they said. Like, that's the problem with 530. That's why I'm not a big fan of Nate Silver. Because Nate Silver started this crap where if you're off by a point, but if, like, this is how these people operate. They really believe if you're off by 16 points, but you predict the winner correctly, that's actually a good poll. But if you predict Trump +1 in Pennsylvania, and it ends up being Biden +1, you're a bad pollster. What the hell? Like, that's the current state of polling. It's a joke. It is an utter joke that we're still dealing with crap like this. But what do you guys think? Like,
I gotta go. I might be back in like 10 minutes, but I gotta go.
All right, Bungus for 2. So can we actually admit Trump won the debate now? Poster Tubbs, how do you think about the debate a couple days after the fact?
I think that it started off well for Trump, but the mid part was kind of rough for him. He kind of got baited much easier than he should have. I think he got better towards the end, though, but I don't really think it was. I think that it was a missed opportunity for Trump. He could have, if the debate was like the first, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes where he looked much more focused and Kamala looked much more nervous.
It should have been low. It should have been.
That would have. And it didn't. That didn't happen. So I think it was a missed opportunity for Trump.
I still think it's a draw. I think at the end of the day, no one really won the debate. But we're now getting reports. Now we're getting live track again. Like I said, we have independents getting tracked live during the debate, and they said that they agree with Trump with what he was saying. It's, I don't know.
Yeah, the polls. A lot of them say, "Oh, the voters think Harris won the debate," but it doesn't seem to have made any real difference.
Actually,
Like
people are swinging towards Trump. That's a funny thing. Some polls have it swinging towards Trump, but
yeah, I still think it's more of a loss for Trump than a win for Harris, because Harris was fucking mid in that debate. She didn't do anything, and whereas Trump kind of just threw it. But it wasn't like the first 2020 debate, which that first debate in 2020 against Biden was pretty bad for Trump. I think that may have cost him the election.
yeah,
I don't know if it did, but it may. If I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
All right, Alex Maddox for 2. Do you hear what the Seltzer poll will? Do you hear about the Seltzer poll? Yeah, so it's dropping soon. I'm curious if it's Trump plus 15 in Iowa. She's in trouble. It's releasing today. Okay, Mike for 2. YouGov being number 4 is downright offensive. Yeah, you got actual good pollsters like Pew Research. They're number 40, but YouGov's number 4. What the hell? Pew Research is one of the best pollsters out there. That's not just an opinion. It's a fact. They're a top 5 pollster easily. Let's see here. YouGov is an A+ pollster. They should be at number 1 on the list, to be honest. Yeah, that's real. They should be number 1. They're the best pollster ever, surely. Do you think when you tell people you will debate anytime, any place, and are challenged to a new debate by Harris and you say you will not do that, is that credibility? No, that's not going to change anyone's minds. I mean, Trump, I mean, Harris can't really offer another debate because she literally refused to debate him again. That's a fact. I mean, we know this. How many debates did Trump offer? 4? 3? 4? I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Trump should, if he's like feels very well prepped, he should do another debate with Harris. But we'll see. We'll see. I think it's going to be kind of interesting to see how it works, how the election works. There's apparently a new poll from Virginia of Virginia's 2nd district, and it shows Kagan's up 5 and Trump tied with Kamala, which is kind of okay for Trump. But to be honest, if you're Trump and you want to kind of want to get within 5 or 6 in Virginia, you probably want to do a little bit better in that district. But
Virginia Beach.
That is consistent with Virginia moving like 4 points right, which I don't think it's going to be within like 3. To be honest with you, I think it's going to be within 7 maybe, but not 3. I've kind of changed my mind on Virginia. I think some of those polls that were showing Virginia really close were a little bit bullish. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I might agree with that. Quinnipiac was off by 7 points in 2020. Again, Quinnipiac sucks, but they don't care. Like, Quinnipiac's a gold standard according to them because they found the winner. Actually, no, that's not even right. They had Trump lose in Ohio. I forgot about that. They had Trump down in Ohio, Florida, down in Iowa. He was down everywhere. But
Quinnipiac's absolute garbage. They had like Warnock up by like 10 in 2022, which even though he won, it wasn't by 10. I think everyone knew that race was going to go to a runoff, unless you were really bullish on Republicans, I guess.
All right, American Nerd for 10. Random hot take. Harris kind of reminds me of the EPA guy from the first Ghostbusters movie, an asshole that makes things worse in order to satisfy their smug sense of righteousness. That's real. RCP scorecard is more reliable. Now RCP is far right. Do you hear about that? Now you have these assholes saying RCP is a far right average. I love it. These same people. You're considered far right for being more accurate. To me, that's just crazy. Like, if you're accurate, you get labeled far right. But if you're 538 and you're off by 15 points everywhere, oh, that's fine. You got the winner correct. What a pile of crap. Harris skipped 2 debates, Fox with black journalists, no more debates. Yeah, exactly. Like, Trump, all Trump has to say is, hey, I offered 3 debates. I offered 3 of them, and she declined every single one of them. Her campaign even said, we don't want to waste our time with debates. That's what she said. So that's all Trump has to say. Trump should do town halls with voters. Debates are useless. I agree. And I have a hot take about this. I think in future debates, just get rid of them. I think they should get rid of debates. Like they currently are. I think they should replace with town halls.
Yeah, like the town hall style debates from 2016 were friggin' iconic. And I mean, it's 2020 you can really have town hall style debates, but I would have thought they would have brought it back for 24, but
they know that
not.
Well, they could have, because look who's Democrats are running. That's the problem. Because with town halls, you actually get voters. You actually get undecided people that can ask questions. It's not the moderator saying, "Oh yeah, Donald Trump, why are you the worst person in the world? You have 2 seconds to respond." That's literally what they did. So, Bunkus for 2. What do you think about the possible ABC affidavit? Again, we got to see the affidavit, but if it's real, I wouldn't be shocked, but that should make people pissed off.
Yeah, we need proof first. We can't just say that this is for sure. I wouldn't be surprised, but I mean, you need
there needs to be
proof
investigations, because that's worse than what happened in 2016, where Donna Brazile in quotation accidentally gave Clinton the questions. They at least covered that up well. Here it's like ABC is actively working with the Harris campaign. Oh yeah, we're not going to attack Trump. That's what the supposed affidavit says. Again, I want to see the affidavit first, because it can be bullshit.
But, yeah, it can. I mean, a lot of people can just say this actually happened, and it's total bullshit.
But if it comes out that's true, for starters, Republicans should never go on ABC again. Do not give them a millisecond of your time. But on top of that, I really believe...
Yeah.
What?
No, I said, yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, I thought you said something else. No, I really believe that ABC should have their media license taken away. I really believe that, if they actually did that, because they are actively influencing a presidential election with what they
What's up, y'all? I'm back.
Supposedly.
Sorry, I was just taking a buff. But
all right, welcome. But yeah, so we were talking about the affidavit stuff. Again, I'm not saying it's real for sure, but it sounds like there's some legitimacy to it.
It's a rumor for now. YouTube, it's a rumor.
Yeah, but if it comes out that they did they colluded with the Harris campaign, again, like I said, that's worse than what happened in 2020 or 2016. Because you can argue that was an accident. Here, it's so blatant that they gave her the questions and here, we'll make a deal with you. Trump on Joe Rogan is the last curveball thing I actually want. Yeah, I think Trump should go to Joe Rogan. I agree with that. What do you have to lose?
Rogan doesn't want him. I think it's because Rogan doesn't want him on.
Yeah, but at some point, I think Trump becoming buddies with Elon Musk might change that.
I think Rogan still has his Spotify deal, and Spotify is definitely a left-leaning company. So
yeah, I know, but they allowed him to have Alex Jones on. So
this isn't 2021. They're not going to censor him for a Spotify meeting. Nobody.
Well, no, because now Joe Rogan's back on YouTube and stuff. So
yeah, I'm glad, because I'm not an avid listener anymore. Really,
I only listen if it's like RFK or if it's a big name. I'm waiting for the Alex Jones podcast. Where the hell is that?
Yeah, I listen for the Chris Harris and the podcast, which that's kind of a he's a car reviewer, but yeah, I just didn't like it, having him on Spotify made no sense. What's up, Tyrone? Are you feeling better?
Are you alive?
Marginally. Breaking news: Germany just announced they're admitting 250,000 Kenyan immigrants.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they said, quote, skilled and semi-skilled Kenyan workers.
Semi-skilled.
Semi-skilled.
This is the exact same fucking thing Boris Johnson did in the UK, and it's
gonna backfire. The voters are gonna listen. It happened in look at the UK. The second that Boris Johnson pulled that, we all know what happened. Well, there are other stuff that happened, but
look at general. Yeah, no, go look at general, bro.
Oh my, semi-skilled.
Let in 125,000 Kenyans, and then you ban the AFD. Yeah, that's
my question is
those
what's
totally aren't true.
No, unironically, what is semi-skilled?
Yeah.
So I actually know a little bit about this. It means anyone who can. I don't even know at this point, because.
But yeah, now I think the AFD is going to win. But now actually the CDU is going to say, no, we can't work with you. What a joke. The CDU, the supposedly center-right party, would rather work with socialists. That just...
Remember, kids, politics...
Tyron, you're cutting out.
Yeah, I was putting my AirPods in. Remember, kids, politics in the modern day doesn't boil down to left or right. It boils down to center right and far left versus far right because the center left would rather continue worshiping immigrant idols. It's now the politics paradigm is not left versus right. It's immigrationist versus anti-immigrationist.
Lord Rhino for 5. 70+% of British people want a reduction of legal immigration, a complete stop to illegal. Yeah, I don't know what is Stramer doing. What the hell is he doing?
Stramer's he's literally a fucking Trotskyite. He used
we knew this was gonna happen the second that the conservatives basically screwed up the country.
Well, no, I really thought the Labor had 5 brain cells to understand. Okay, pretend to be the working class party, you know.
No.
But no.
Yeah, they were going to campaign on that.
No,
and then
Starmer is an immigration extremist Trotskyite. I don't know why anyone thought he'd be doing anything differently.
They'll campaign on hardline and then let in 2 million Africans.
Reform's gonna kick everyone. Is gonna.
Yeah, I think Reform's gonna gain some serious seats.
They're gonna kick some ass in 5 years.
Like Starmer is so fucking bad. He makes like Rishi. Like everybody was clowning on Rishi Sunak when he was in office. And
at least he tried doing something.
Yeah. I mean, like people are now like posting like kind of ironically, but still they're posting Sunak edits, and I'm like, everybody hated this man like 5 months ago, and now like everybody misses him. It's like
nobody fucking learns. Nobody fucking learns.
Yeah, so I think what's gonna happen is Reform's gonna. Here's my hot take. I really believe we're gonna see why am I having a hard time to think of his name? The Reform guy. Why can't I think of his name?
Nigel Farage.
Farage, yeah, thank you. Here's my hot take. By the end of the decade, we'll see him as Prime Minister.
They're never going to let that happen.
I think Reform's just going to, like, kick everyone's ass in, like, 2020... What is it, 29? Is that the supposed next election? If they have one, but they might have one beforehand.
Oh, some no-name pollster just dropped a new poll. 815 likely voters conducted yesterday. Trump's only up by 2 in North Carolina.
Well, that's Qantas.
Oh, in North Carolina, yeah, we already covered that.
Lord Rhino for 2.
Yeah, going back to the election UK stuff. I by the time that comes around, there's going to be so many more immigrants that they're probably just.
Anyways, Lord Rhino for 2. As a Brit, Labour will not win re-election. I think Labour's going to get killed. I have a gut feeling it's going to be Reform. They're going to have the chance to form a government.
Yeah, I think Reform is going to get... I don't think they're going to win the most seats, but they're going to win enough seats to force the Conservatives to, play ball. And if the Conservatives refuse, that's just
they're done as a party if they refuse. That's our only hope now.
I think the Conservatives, who are they replacing? Like, who's their new leader going to be?
I believe he's more... I don't know. I think the frontrunner's more like conservative, but not really.
Isn't there this like quote unquote anti-woke like black woman they like really love?
No, I know there's Braveman, but she's not running. She's only like halfway good one.
But... Yeah, she's all right. Braverman's fine, but I think she should have joined Reform.
I think she's going to still.
Yeah, she's okay, I guess.
Yeah, she like compared to other conservatives in the UK, that's very conservative, but still.
Yeah.
Luke's coming on in like 5 minutes.
Right.
Okay.
Or 10 minutes.
Yeah, but like also something like people are now doing like Boris Johnson posting in like the UK, and I'm like, this is the same idiot who let all these like quote unquote skilled migrants into the fucking country. Like, what are you doing? But yeah,
I mean, even then, they left the EU, so that's basically just Boris being a globalist dumbass.
Mike for 5. Germany wants another artist with a funny mustache to take power. They're just asking for it. No, they just want someone with 5 brain cells running the country.
Then again, I think the EU basically mandates all of their member states to let in as many immigrants as they say.
Which that should tell you everything about the EU. What a joke.
Yeah, but it yeah, absolutely. The EU is a
yeah. I think, but yeah, I'm hoping Elon Musk really gets like videos going on X, because I want to start posting there more. Because the problem with like YouTube is now like they're starting to shadow ban my channel again, so that's just fun. But
yeah, because of the election season.
Yeah, I know. Lord Rhino for 5. Tory leadership contest still going on. The frontrunner is not a real conservative, the usual neocon. Oh, fun. Yeah, they're not going to learn, aren't they? They're going to just think, oh, if we double down on this, Double down on neoliberalism. We're gonna win. But yeah, I think that I'm hoping Elon Musk really gets the. Well, didn't he say he wants like X to be like the next YouTube? Anyways,
It probably gets blocked by like the government and stuff, but
well, they're gonna try. But I think that Musk has a really good opportunity to actually make X like a big. Is people make it? There's a lot of memes about X like dying, but in reality, it's not. It is still growing. But
yeah, the engagement rate is also growing, but
well, the problem is like
to be honest, like regardless of, I think Elon has brought a lot of positive change on the app. But I will say this, like, Twitter, since like, people talk about pre-Elon Twitter, and it's like, no, like, Twitter in like 2020, 2021 fucking sucked too. It was just like it had different kinds of problems. I feel like Twitter was at its peak like before 2018 or 2017. But that was like the Wild West era, and it's kind of like you can't really have that anymore.
Yeah.
Even if you have like pretty much free speech.
Let's see here. Polite rude guy for 2. Can't wait to vote for Trump to deport old criminals. That's true. But yeah, I think with X, I think if Elon Musk really was serious, like I think he's serious, obviously, but like he's got to do more to. Like he's made positive changes, but like as someone that's like a content creator, there's gonna be more for us. Like I want to like post shit there, but really it's like not really worthwhile. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. You mute yourself. Thank you. All right.
Real text hear you.
What?
No, we can't hear real text, and I think he's trying to say something.
Oh shit, my bad. Yeah, I'm outside, so
it's
background noise and such.
But yeah,
I have class in like 15 minutes, but I'll still stick around. I'm like right outside my building, so.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, breaking news.
Nope, never mind.
Oh, it's Boris Johnson. Oh yeah.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I think overall though, when it comes.
Oh yeah, Taylor Swift is. Oh yeah, Trump's also releasing Taylor Swift merch.
I saw that.
It's there's going to be a cease and desist letter.
Oh yeah, they're gonna say, "How dare you? You can't do that. That's a threat to democracy."
She's probably gonna publicly release a cease and desist letter on Instagram, and it's gonna get like 1 million likes or something.
Oh, 10 million.
And then it'll be a bump in the polls, and Harris wins because all because of a cease and desist letter.
That's
trust the plan,
so
guys.
true.
Trust the plan. Trust the plan, guys.
Trust the plan.
Coconut tree. Let's fucking go. Yeah.
All right. I think we're probably gonna do last calls for super chats and stuff. We'll go for a little bit longer, but if anyone got more super chats,
Luke said he's going on in like 2 minutes. But
yeah.
So.
Anyone got more super chats and more questions, concerns? Begin sending them now. We're kind of in the final stretch of the stream. We went over everything, I think. Let's see. Yeah, we're waiting for the Ann Seltzer poll out of Iowa. Again, that's gonna be a big indicator. If Trump's up by like 10 points or something, or 15 in Iowa, he's probably up in Wisconsin.
I will say this about Iowa: it is her polls like are very accurate, but more so towards like the end. So like if it's like Trump plus 19, that doesn't mean Trump's gonna win the state by 19 points. Or if it's like Trump plus 4, it doesn't mean the state's gonna be Trump plus 4 in the end. Either way.
Yeah. Bears also said something about if Seltzer has Trump up at a if Seltzer has Trump up 7 or more in Iowa, then he's ahead in Wisconsin and Michigan.
Yeah, well, I agree with that. Like, if Trump's up there, he's
7, not really, maybe 10, but which I think he's going to win by more than 10.
That's kind of like the magic number.
I think it's going to be like Trump plus 7 to 10. I mean, maybe it could be below that, but I think it's gonna be similar to the 2020 margins. But the poll the week before the election is gonna nail it.
I can't see Iowa staying stagnant from 2020. I just can't.
Lord Rhino for 2. What is a coconut tree crap? That's hair stuff. Don't go down that rabbit hole.
It's some, I don't know. It's some bullshit she said, but now all of her supporters are.
It's really a cult. You can't make this. They call Trump supporters a cult, but then like Harris says one thing like brat or freaking coconuts, and then everyone says, "Oh, that's so cool."
Dick Cheney is brat.
Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney is, oh god. Dick Cheney is like still a war criminal. I cannot believe that Democrats that's who they're
The
praising.
the Haitians are brats.
Oh God. I think a Trump wins Iowa by okay. Stop. I think a Trump wins Iowa by 11. He wins Wisconsin. I agree. I think it's 10. I think that's the cutoff. If it's Trump plus like 15, he's got it. If it's Trump plus 11, yeah, Trump's a favorite. If it's like Harris plus 4, or I should say Trump plus 4, yeah, he might be in trouble.
If Seltzer releases a Harris plus 1 poll in Iowa, there's just
the polls are dead.
There's no fucking way. Like they probably rigged those numbers after they basically were forced to throw out the other poll.
Yeah. You know,
throw out your Trump plus 19 poll and make something up so you can stay relevant.
I really like if that's the case. Like, I wouldn't be shocked. That's sad though. And, like, we're at this point as a country where we can't even trust polls. Like, polls are supposed to be like roughly accurate. It's not not perfect. Polls can be off by a lot, but if you're showing Trump up by like 3 in Ohio and he wins by 8. You were off, but at least you were kind of in the realm of reality. But if it's Trump or Harris plus 2 or whatever, oh God, it's gonna happen. It's either Harris plus 1 or like Trump plus 15. There's no in between.
There probably is like a Dem pollster working on a Harris plus 1 poll in Iowa.
Probably.
I don't know, Harris plus 1 in Iowa, Harris plus 5 in
we
Texas.
Got breaking news. We got breaking news from the Netherlands. Breaking. You pull this about stream.
State of emergency amid illegal migrant. Oh, sorry, undocumented migrants.
Yep. So, Netherlands will opt out of the EU migration policy because
they said don't ask. They said don't ask for it. They're not going to get it. But.
Yeah, they won't. But like, it's Netherlands. They're finally waking up. They're finally realizing. Oh, wait a minute. We probably have a problem here.
We have been a serious problem.
We have a serious problem.
Max Verstappen.
What?
Get it? That's a Dutch F1 driver theme song.
We have a serious problem.
Oh God. Kamal celebrating. Hold on. What? Rap thoughts on Andrew Wilson from the Crucible. Who?
I don't know.
Where's Tyrone, my fellow Dutch American? I don't know. He disappeared.
Tyrone left because he's in his truck with his dad or something.
Okay.
I probably wasn't supposed to reveal that, but whatever.
Who cares? I mean, Tyrone. Yeah. Anyways. The EU is cooked, honestly, just to fund NATO. Well, I think the EU is going to start.
That's kind of based from the country that was the first to legalize gay marriage in like 2001 or something.
Wait, what?
I think the Netherlands was the first to legalize gay marriage in like 2001 or something.
They legalized a lot earlier.
Maybe it was weed. I don't know.
I don't know.
It might have been weed, actually. I have no idea. But they're probably the most progressive country in the world, or something. Well, that and like Sweden, but.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. Sweden, they're hawks when it comes to immigration.
You sure about that? Well, okay, maybe like 10 years ago.
No, literally, they're left-wing party. Or is that Denmark?
I don't know. I mean, Sweden like 10 years ago was letting anybody in.
Yeah, Sweden 10 years ago was absolutely horrible, but they've kind of gotten much
like if
better.
You were even if you were a member of ISIS, they still like. Well, sorry, I probably should have said that, but if you were a member of the I group, then you could they'd probably still let you in.
The I group.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Rap,
I gotta go. I have class soon, and I gotta.
Right. I do gotta get going soon.
Same.
Yeah. Last calls for super chats, folks. Last calls.
All right, I gotta go. See ya.
All right, chat. I'm just gonna. Okay. We good? There you go. Okay. So yeah, I think last call for super chats, folks. But yeah, I think overall there's a lot to talk about the election. We went over it. If Ann Seltzer releases the poll today, there should be a video on that later today. I hope. It better not be one of those things where, oh yeah, we released a poll 5 weeks from now and then, we don't get it. It better not be something like that, but I hope. Let us hope that. Yeah. Hey Rap, should I vote yes or no on the Florida weed amendment? Personally, I would vote no because, you know, there are some questions about the amendment, like what they can actually restrict about it. But, yeah. Let's see here. But the far left will never mention that when they say we need to be like Sweden. Yeah, Sweden, they're usually immigration hawks. All right. I think that's everything. Did we go over everything, chat? I think we did. The poll comes out Sunday. Well, so much for that theory. Damn it. I want it out today because I don't want to wait 2 days for it to come out. And then it probably doesn't. But anyways, folks, I think I'm ending the stream here. If you guys did enjoy today's stream, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. We'll see you guys in the next stream, video, wherever you see me in. Godspeed,